wanted to give you guys some extra support and extra scaffolds to make bulb introduction for your kiddos a little easier. The best news ever is that you already have been doing all of the wonderful work. Kids have full camera rolls full of the work that they've been doing for you. And so our goal for this video is really just to break it down and take some of your stress off your shoulders. We know how important digital portfolios are for our learners to share and showcase their growth, and we want to do that in the easiest way possible. And so we've come up with a plan. We hope you guys will like it, and obviously reach out to us with any questions that you have. So first and foremost, we get asked a ton of questions about which is best. Which ones should our kids learn how to use? And we have some really good news about this. We've been really noticing that the Bulb app, the mobile app that can be downloaded in Manager, actually has some things that are going to be very helpful for our littles. So we do recommend that you check out the Bulb app if you haven't used it yet. Notice that everything in the Bulb app, when you go to create, is icon based, which we think will really help our pre-readers. You also have some things that are specific to the app, like the ability to draw directly on the page, as well as to make a screen recording. That's kind of cool, and also something that really reminds me of some of the things I liked about Seesaw. So also let you know that you can record audio directly in the app as well. If you've seen the app over time, you need to know they've been constantly updating this. And so we really kind of feel like for our very littles, this might be a simple way to get them really exploring those creative apps and pieces. The other thing that we notice is very visual is that there's a simplistic setup to the Bulb app. If I want to create something, I click on that blue plus. If I want to go grab a template from my teachers, all I have to do is click on groups, and I can even click on my teacher's face to see what's inside and copy a template over. Now, we really want you to know that even though when we teach it, we might consider using the Bulb app, we want you to feel comfortable delivering and designing. And we want you to know that whether it's going to bulb.com or bulbapp.com on the web, or whether it's using the app, you really have got to go with what feels comfortable. Now, the other thing that we've taken a really big look at this year is what is really important for our very littles to understand about Bulb. And so in the past, we've had a very big process of grabbing a template and customizing it and doing a lot of clicking and tapping to get something set up. But we want to strip all of that away this year, and we want to really focus on two things. We want to be able to focus on, I can create a page. So a very simple, I can go into my Bulb, I can add a new page, I can put my drawing on it or put my audio on it. That's step one, I think, to break it completely down. And then the second piece, once they have an understanding of what a page is and how to use creation to share their learning, then we want to look at how do I create a collection. So your two big I cans for Bulb are I can create pages to share my learning, and I can create a collection to organize my learning. So instead of starting by copying a template, we want to really just start with the creation part of the process. So here's a simple lesson progression that you could choose to use. The first lesson that we would probably do with our learners would be very basic. Our goal would be to build schema. What is Bulb? Why do we use it? And how do we use a page? So we would really focus on two things. We would focus on logging into Bulb, because that's a process in itself. And then we would locate, how do I create a page for me, what that might mean is that they create an About Me page. They would be able to use the text feature and the draw feature to kind of get acquainted with that. But keeping it really simple, I might cover what is a title and why do I use a title, things like that. So we would start really simple with just creating a page. The next lesson, which I call lesson 2 asterisk, is more for practicing the skill of creating a page, but also exploring how to build schema on the tools. So I might use this time to create a few pages, not all in one setting. I might say, you know what, Monday we built a page, it was all about me. Next week, we're going to build another page. It's going to be math. And all we're going to do is use the audio tool. And the audio tool is going to be us skip counting or counting by tens. The next week after that, I might say, hey guys, now we're going to create a page and it's going to be about our science. And you took a great picture during science because we were looking at position words. And I might focus on that tool of how do I add a picture to a page. So the progression of how they're learning is a lot slower, but that is to design a very strong foundation for them. I call it lesson 3, but really it's later on down the road. Once I, as a learner, have built pages, now I'm ready to understand and build my schema on what a collection is. Why would I want to know what a collection is until I have something to collect? So this time, they're going to go in, the lesson is, hey, now that I have a few pages in my bulb, let's organize them. And let's learn, what is a collection? Well, we're going to collect those pages. And we're going to tap on the plus this time, and we're going to add a collection, and we're maybe going to call it kindergarten. It's as simple, it could be as simple as that. Now, if you love using the template, cool. Like, that's also something that you could do here. And then teach them how to move their pages that they've made in. Okay. You can absolutely, if you decide that, hey, the elementary digital portfolio is something that you need, you can absolutely do that in the lesson 3 piece. And so instead of creating a collection, maybe then you're going to say, okay, I'm ready now. I want to pull in that elementary digital portfolio template. But again, at this time, we're setting the foundation, and it's not something that you have to feel pressured to do this year. Lastly, and this is really kind of a big change, often we work on updating the profile at the very beginning, but we're actually saying maybe we should update it at the end. Like, why would I update my profile until I'm ready to share my work? And so our last suggested lesson is that they build schema in how to share. So what we have planned for you is create a series of virtual lessons that you would be able to run with your learners. So what we're envisioning is that we would go through each of the lessons that we outlined today, where I might say, hey, this is Miss Pryor, and today we're going to learn how to create a page. In these resources, we would include places where you could pause the video to help learners. And also, we would love to talk through anything that you guys want to do. The bottom line is this. We believe in our district that digital learning and digital portfolios are what's best for kids. We want to do is say, take a breath. It's okay to dabble in bulb. It's okay to explore creation. It's okay to get your learners their feet wet in creating in bulb. And hopefully this takes a little bit off your shoulders. If you don't get to every single lesson we outlined, or if you want to do it a different way, that's okay. We're here to help. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you soon.